Hello friends, my name is Sonia. You all are welcome in my channel named San Ganesha Practical HR and Law. Today I am going to give a very brief information about the few highlighted aspect of the human resource management. You know, so these days, as you know, that many students who are who have completed their MBA in HR or specialization in HR, those who have done their masters in HR, so they face some difficulty in getting a suitable job in the field of HR. Moreover, if they do get a chance in HR, so at the beginning they do realize that they need to have some improvement in their professional skills and knowledge in regards to deliver the day-to-day functions of the human resource department, because uh, as you know that HR is the key department of any organization, because man is a movable asset. If man doesn't work, then rest all assets like machine, material, market, money and IT. Okay, so all the materials are of no use if man is unable, or manpower asset is unable to handle their given task efficiently. So here I'm talking about the HR field only right now. So let's discuss today what are the basic human resource management basic every HR professional should know, because as uh, as I have a experience in the field of HR as a HR manager. So one of my tasks was taking interviews. It was one interview I was taking. So a candidate came to apply for the post of HR executive. I asked few questions related to HR skills. Yes, of course, he had all the relevant knowledge about what is PF, what is ESI, what is salary, what kinds of leaves are to be given, what is the difference between leave and the absenteeism. He had, basic knowledge about the ID Act as well, or the labor laws, related labor laws. But when I asked a simple questions, that what are the three skills only which a HR person must need to have, so he said, I'm not confident, and you know, he told me the name of around 10 HR functions. Ma'am, this is the skill, this is the skill, this is the skill, this is the attendance, leave management, absenteeism controlling, grievance redressal, and so on. So I realized that if practically we are discharging the duties in the field of HR, no matter if we are a fresher, if we are in the middle management, or we are working on the top level as a HR head or HR person. So we know very well, as long as we are getting experience in the field of HR, really it makes clear in our mind that there are few set of skills which a HR person must have. Okay, so today we are going to discuss in a brief manner about these skills. So these skills are recruitment and selection. Many of my friends who are working in the field of HR, or who are trying to get a suitable opportunity in the field of HR, or who wish to know about the HR daily main activities of HR departments. So before talking about this HR management basics every HR professional should have, let's start from the beginning, that what is the HR, you know what is the human resource management. HR means human resource management is the practice of getting best from the available manpower. And what is the practice? It's a big chapter, right? It starts from the hiring of a suitable person, then induction, then giving him a KRA, then you know we need to make performance appraisal. If there is a need of provide training to him and her, of course we HR needs to play a key role in designing the training program with the coordination of the concerned head, departmental head. So HR department is what? Taking best from the employees. HR practices are involved, like first of all, designing, drafting and implementation of the human resource policies. Human resource policies are not the any rigid labor law or like that, but of course when we HR do design a human resource policy, the background of this is definitely a law or a labor law, but it's depend upon the wisdom of a company, management of a company, that HR policy should be well defined, transparent, and training should be imparted to each and every employee of all level that we are having this policy for that particular task. Suppose we have HR policy for leave. So leave is what? Leave is granted as per the law. Suppose I'm in a factory, as per the factory act, I have to grant the leave. Okay, if I am working in an office, as per the Shop and Establishment Act, I have to grant the leaves. I have to design the policies of leave. Hence, HR need to design a well transparent and easily understandable HR policy, and HR policy should be uniform and universal in nature, and every employee who is working in my factory, no matter if you're a worker or if you're a manager or in a middle management supervisor and so on, he or she must have clear idea about these are the HR policies of my company, right? So because it's difficult to discharge the function of HR until unless a HR person is not having the skills or the basic knowledge of these factors. What are these points? Let's discuss here. Recruitment and selection. This is the crucial responsibility of human resource department to find a best suitable candidate from the market as an employee who may be you may say who may be a best fit asset of the company in future, right? So this is the very key skill of a HR person, that how to design the manpower planning, how to coordinate with the concerned department, how to design the KRA while in in coordination with the departmental head, or HR may have also idea about the KRAs from the current available KRAs, but KRAs are not subject, not rigid. The KRAs are always subjected to change, or some addition or some deletion is required to be maintained as per the manpower requirement for a particular post. Then publishing of advertisement, whether on newspaper or on job sites. Then the advertisement is published, CVs are received. Then HR needs to make continuous follow up of the candidates. Then interviews are arranged, and finally during the interview HR need to involve the concerned departmental head or person where the vacancy is required, because skill set is definitely be analyzed by the concerned department. Suppose if I'm having vacancy for the sample department, so sample department's head or any deputed employee or manager of the sample department needs to take interview of a person who is going to work in his department, right? Then the selection, issue of offer letter, then documentation, making of personal files. This is a part of selection, right? Then the performance managers. After hiring a best suitable employee, next step or next important task of HR department or HR manager is what? Is the performance management. Of course, if I am an HR person, I am hiring best suitable candidates. Definitely, if he or she is on probation period, after the completion of the probation period, so there is need of performance appraisal whether this candidate is performing up to the set norms or not, whether he or she is able to give some output as per the company's requirement or the KRAs or the job responsibility. Yes, this is the big duty of HR to keep this performance appraisal cycle, on the regular basis. First of all, performance appraisal is being done to make a new joinee confirm. If he or she fails, then extension of his probation period maybe for next 3 months be done. Next, normally in the companies, performance appraisal is made after every continuous regularly after every 1 year period. So there are set performers upon which performance appraisal is done. Few companies have 360-degree performance appraisal system. Few companies starts the performance appraisal from the self appraisal. Okay. Few companies have set norms in their described format for each and every position, each and every category to make performance appraisal, and this is the duty of HR department. Then that this performance management means performance appraisal of each and every employee should be done on regular basis and should be free from any bias and discrepancy, and this is really the major responsibility of HR to make performance appraisal in such a way that the related employee may get award, promotion or increment as per their output or their performance. Okay. Next is the learning and development. Learning is what? Because change is the nature of law. In every field, change may come at any time. Change in aspect of the technological change, societal change or behavioral change. So to manage the same platform for each and every employee, so that HR, what is the major task of HR? To take the best from each and every employee. When it is possible, if every employee is well trained to perform his or her work, efficiently. So, learning and development, because work process, or the performing of any task is may be different from company to company. To make each and every employee familiar with the current process and to adopt the upcoming change, training is required. So basically this part is belongs to training. Many companies used to give training on the different basis, some in-house training, basket training. Many times companies used to call the external trainers to impart the best suitable training, especially in technical field or in TQM, in quality management, to its employees. Okay. Next is the succession planning. Succession planning is what? Suppose if a person working as on the position of higher management, suppose executive director, or not director, but suppose operational head, production manager, HRVP left his job, then HR needs to maintain the data in such a way that if he or she leaves their job immediately, then their succession should be ready to fill that vacant position, so that the company's work cycle may be run in a smooth way. This is called the succession planning. So this is also a major HR role. Next is the compensation and benefit. Yes, I am a candidate, I am going to get a job in a particular company, I am going through their interview process and recruitment process. So main aspect is what? The compensation. Compensation is what? This is the duty of HR department. First of all, when we used to do work on manpower planning, need to sit with the concerned departmental head or operational head. Then in the manpower planning, KRAs are designed, quality of person means skills, education and experience, plus how much salary is to be offered. Salary is what? Salary is being offered as per the prevailing market rate and as per the educational qualification, skill and experience of the concerned candidate. So this is the, if I'm going to hire a person is efficient, I know that he or she may perform their duties well in my company, but if I'm failed to offer them good compensation package, then why they will join my company? But it's necessary that compensation should be, it means salary should be offered as per the prevailing market rate for a particular position. And you know very well, if we do talk about the wages are always defined under the notification which usually issued by the concerned state government. For example, in UP, wage minimum wage notification is declared after the period of every 6 months. So this is also a major responsibility of HR to maintain the minimum wages into his or her factory or organization. Next is the HR information system. Yes, of course, because communication plays very important role, you know, in retaining the best suitable employees as well to avoid the day-to-day grievances for the grievance redressal on its very at its initial stage. If communication system is transparent, then these grievances may be controlled at their initial stages. So what HR professional needs to have the skill, he must know the strategies and skills, set skills for HR information system. For example, if I do talk about the salary, nowadays salary process or attendance process are being done by the payroll management system. So basically technology is there, so HR need to manage the payroll management is there. For performance appraisal system, we have designed performers. On that performer, continuously HR may do performance management, but if in case any updation or standardization is required, HR made. Okay, I do talk about the suppose leave management. Leave policy is there. Form 14 is there. Form 14 is the prescribed format under the labor law, upon which leave record of leave page of every employee is made for the period of 12 months leave period from 1st Jan to 31st December. Next is the HR data analysis. Of course, data analysis is very important nowadays. Data analysis is done about how, because HR needs to manage the data upon the systems, upon the hard copies, some legal documents are there. Basically, it's the HR metrics. HR metrics was how to manage the data, because every time HR data may require. Suppose in my company, I'm handling 500 plus employees and workers. If there is a requirement to work on any employee or worker's personal files, so this is my duty, no? So that I may produce that file at the same time. This is the HR data matrix, which may be data may be maintained either on the system. A hard copy is required in the HR, because HR professional must know that 90% of the HR function or HR work is being done on the papers or on writing. Okay, so friends, these are the human resource management basics. Every HR person should know: recruitment selection, performance management, learning and development, succession planning, compensation and benefit, HR information system and HR data analysis. So as you know that now from the personal to HR, big transformation is there in the field of HR. Even if in HR on day-to-day basis regularly we are observing some changes, some development. This development, yes, because now we need to hire or retain the skilled trained employees, people, and it's not easy to manage that manpower, skilled manpower. For this, HR professional needs to have this technical knowledge about the HR practices. Okay, So, next question comes that what is HR journalist? HR journalist, in HR we have various segments like common HR person, human resource, HR journalist, HR compliance, or HR in payroll compensation, HR in welfare. So if I to talk about the generalist, this is the well-known HR function, key function which are being, you know, for which HR professionals are being hired normally in many companies. HR generalist is one who performs all this work. Is the HR generalist. Main function: recruitment and selection, induction, training and development, then performance appraisal, learning and development. Various trainings are required to be given, succession planning, compensation, HR information system, HR data analysis. Moreover, I may say that the HR communication system. Then how to perform daily HR function? Yes, of course, through HR policies. HR procedures are also laid down there. HR procedures includes, yeah, contains some forms, some formats upon which HR may perform his or her duty well. How to perform daily? Yeah, conclusion. Conclusion is this, that as HR human resource management is what it's the is a practice of getting best from each and every employee by recruiting best suitable market person or employee from the market. Then after giving training or induction or training or various training, make him or her familiar with the company. HR policies are there, performance management system is there, this learning and development system is there, compensation, best suit compensation package from as per the prevailing market rate is required to be given. Then HR information system, HR data analysis. These are the main functions of the HR professional. Right, friends, I hope so you would like this. The topic is very big, and in my upcoming videos I would like to share my own experience about that what are the skills required in HR person, how a HR professional must or may perform his or her duty well, which kind of knowledge is required, how to design HR policy, how to implement the HR policies, is the HR professional a leader or not, what are leadership qualities he or she must have, is the does HR person has face value in the recruitment selection process, because this is the very first phase of the companies, among all the companies employees, which is being seen by a new joinee. Okay, so friends, I hope that you would like all these small topics, and I am able to give few of my knowledge and able to share few of my experience among all of my viewers. So but please mind it, if you really like my video, don't forget to subscribe it, else you may like or share it. So thanks for giving your time to watch my videos, and hope to see all of you in my next videos also.